Hi, y'all. I'm sitting here in Paris, France, and I'd just like to relay my message.
Come on, follow me.
They're the best high school band in this area, and they deserve an opportunity to go out and show people that Detroit turns out other things besides cars.
Mary.
Yeah, we have a good time.
Hi, I'm Jessica Campbell, and I'm going to be your tour director for the entire trip. I hope you've enjoyed your stay in Paris. We're on our way now to Montreux in Switzerland. It's going to be about a 7-hour drive. We should be arriving around 4 o'clock this afternoon. We're staying in the Hotel Parquet Lac. It's right on Lake Geneva. And we'll be driving into Switzerland at around 3 o'clock and staying in the French-speaking part of Switzerland. We'll be doing the Montreux Jazz Festival there for 2 days and then going on to Strasbourg.
We're in Montreux 2 days and a half. I would like to have stayed there for a couple more days, but our itinerary wouldn't permit it because we had a lack of funds to extend any farther than what we did. The festival in Montreux, of course, is the big festival in Europe. There are other festivals there that are vying for the top honors, but I think that the Montreux Festival is the biggest. And Montreux at festival time is a beautiful place to be. I enjoyed it. Every time you look out the window, it's a postcard, you know. It's just a fabulous place.
It was exciting being in Europe itself, very exciting. Not many kids get to go out other countries.
The mountains and the Seine and Lake Geneva and going up the mountains in a rail car and going to the casino and the disco there and the restaurants and everything.
I just couldn't really believe that I was there.
I think you can ask the band, they would say that the best spot was Montreux. I don't care.
That alone is a mammoth undertaking when you feel that you're representing the United States, not just a little student from Northwestern High School in Detroit, but bringing a cultural art form that a people have created to another people in another situation. The exchange there was tremendous. There was a cultural exchange also just with the way the people live and eat over there. That took some doing. Our students had to find out, you know, that the hamburger is not the only thing in the world. You know, there's other foods that exist. And they tend to not to know these things. You can tell them about them until they get over there. They experience it. They're not really ready for it.
and gentlemen, we are the Northwestern High School Jazz Ensemble from Detroit, Michigan. Our next piece of music features our saxophone section. It's entitled Thumbs.
Just to go overseas in itself is quite a task to get over there because we have to get our own money to go. But once we're there, the band plays at the different festivals, plays in the different cities, do a little sightseeing, get to see some of the country and enjoy some of the culture. You have to remember when you come from a predominantly black society here, in our own home, in our own neighborhood and community, and you get a chance to go over and find out what it's like to be in a cosmopolitan atmosphere, that's an education within itself.
We're going to be seeing soon the Palace of Justice. It's the largest building that was built during the 19th century. This is the spot where the common criminals used to be hung, and the people would come out every Sunday and watch them. It was a social hour. Tomorrow morning we're going to be leaving and going to Strasbourg. We'll be driving up the coast of France, parallel to the German border, about 10 miles from the German border and the Rhine River. And we'll be arriving in Strasbourg at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so you'll have some time to get some shopping in. Unfortunately, we can only do the one concert at the soccer field, but we'll get to see 2 terrific teams play in France, and you'll get to play for all the local VIPs at the Jazz Club in Strasbourg.
playing at the soccer stadium, it was an experience that none of the kids had had before, who were just overwhelmed by the performances of the students. They couldn't believe, first of all, they thought it was a college group. They didn't know it was a high school group. And then they thought it was a private school type thing that brought them in out of public school. Because their concept of public school is not the same as ours here. When we explained to them what our position was and where the kids came from and the kind of situation we were in here in the United States, they were flabbergasted, but they took the kids to heart. They really fell in love with them and wanted to keep them there in Strasbourg. But the entire Strasbourg situation was like that. Everyone there gave us a fine reception. They were overwhelmed by the sound. Frankly, they felt that General Motors should have sponsored it because the European General Motors headquarters is located in Strasbourg. And they thought that GM would have gotten behind us since we were only a mile away from GM. We had individual donations from small businesses. Frankly, the biggest response came from the community. Charlie experience, it was a discotheque, but it was a different kind of discotheque than what I've seen in the United States. It was far better than anything I've ever seen here. And the surprise was that the people who came there to the discotheque came there to hear the jazz band. And then here we have sort of a separation of appreciation. The discoers don't particularly care for jazz, and the jazz buffs don't particularly care for disco. They don't frequent the same places even. But over there it's music, and it seems that regardless of where it is, regardless of what it is, if it's music, they want to be part of it.
Mr. Rogers, on behalf of the American Consulate, I want to tell you how much we appreciate you visiting us down in eastern France. It's the second time you're in Strasbourg, and we'd like it to make a third time. And because we're very proud of having you from Detroit, Michigan, coming all the way down to Strasbourg and showing the real American music to the French people. And I think jazz is the only real American music, and we really appreciate it and hope you come back because we always enjoy your tour.
Thank you. We're looking forward to coming back.
You bet.
Well, we've already received an invitation back to Europe for the summer. I would like to go back. I enjoy Europe in the summer, and it would be it's a wonderful experience. It's a fun thing, and I'm afraid that the time is on us again. It's that same old thing. It's about funding, and I think that it would be a good shot for Detroit again, for our public school system. A very positive thing happening with our students and children at this time when there's so many negatives going on. For one thing, I would like to say thank you that if it had not been for the community support, we would not have been able to go. That the majority of our money did come from the community and not from businesses and corporations. And that we need all of the help that we can get if we decide to go again, and we don't want anybody to hesitate to help us because it's not only the big donations, but it's the little ones that add up to giving us enough money to take the kids over there for the cultural exchange.
So we brought our best over there, I think, and they enjoyed it tremendously, and I look forward to it, and I'm sure the kids really enjoyed it and will remember it the rest of their lives.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Northwestern High School Jazz Ensemble. Let's do the move.
It was really nice because they gave us real good reception and everything. They treated us real nice, treated us like kings and queens, and it was just beautiful over there. A lot of scenery and buildings. It was really nice.
It was so much excitement, you know, it was just so much fun.
But the people treated us with great respect, and they made us feel real good about ourselves. Basically, it made us perform a lot better.
The most exciting part of the trip for me, I would say, was playing in the Montreux Jazz Festival and having that experience. My name, our group, will go down in one of those history books.
and when you go take it over to Europe and play, they appreciate it so much. You know, it's a different feeling. I feel good playing for them because they accept it so well.
I like to go back because I enjoyed myself and I enjoyed the air. Switzerland has some beautiful air.
And I hear some maybe of a high school trying to go to Paris or something. I think I'll give donations just to know, let someone else know how I felt.
Oh yes, definitely. I would give some money, and I would give as much as I possibly could because I remember the experience I had in Europe. A lot of people have negative attitudes toward young black men. They think that we're all up to no good, but our music is here and we enjoy playing it.
We teenagers, high school, we've been overseas.
We loved it there.